Whiter than white. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to
This is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets fill the glorious sun of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness. I think it's time to lay it all out. Can I hear my snare drum?
Yeah, I keep it rolling, sis. I'm on it.
That's okay, thank you. Check your man. Mess on my own this. Walking down the miles in the long journey. Yeah, people said we are nobody, but we know certainly we are somebody. Yeah, time is so hard. These days are like nights, yet we struggle hard to see we get to the light. Like brothers and sisters, we join our hands to work hard. Yeah, and we are making sure that we get to the promised land, a land of milk and honey that is costly and worth more than gold and money. We are making sure that we get out of this jungle, and the little cookie cabia, my sister's true. No matter how deep the ocean, we will swim through. I tell you words can never explain all we have gone through. In the hands of the enemies, suing the government, Biafran blood, pass through with love. But we have Chukwaki Kabiyama, nothing goes wrong. Blacks rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Yeah, freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. We bear from blood, we never give up. In this struggle, we are aiming high up. We are smart and fast, and the miss can't catch up. Yes, we know what we want, so we keep our pace up. Listen, we can't demand for what is not ours. Biafra is a land, and for sure is ours. That's why I'm proud to say I'm a Biafran blood. I'm a Biafran. Biafra is blessed, Biafra is great. Cause Chukwuka Kabiyama has approved it himself. You see, Nigeria glooms while Biafra blooms. Biafra is an ideology, and there is no way that you can kill an ideology. Instead of Biafrans and Biafra flowing in the blood through our veins, and all the efforts of our enemies to stop us has all been in vain. Cause we are the chosen ones. Yeah, blacks rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Okay, freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. DNA. I apologize if it hurts you, but that's the truth. A Sunday a wind.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to.
This is
Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
Yes, once again, wonderful men and women across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is in Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption, because the heart of this project is located inside a prison called Nigeria, where everything that breathes and smiles and associates is embedded in corruption. I must tell you that. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day you shall. Mazi Uche Ukafo is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. He is the king of Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. He is the leader of IPOB, and he remained the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. For over 60 years, nobody has stood up to speak for our collective interest. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Kabiyama, I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. And as always this morning, I must proceed to acknowledge my creator, Chukwuka Kabiyama, the one who made the heavens and the earth. I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, he who made heaven and earth. For the Lord will keep us from all evil, he who made our lives, he who made heaven and earth. Imegi Chineke o, ka anyị nwa tụkwasị olileanya anyị o eze. Imegi Chineke o, ka anyị nwa tụkwasị olileanya anyị o onye nwe anyị. Agbabago m ụlọ gị, ekwela ka ihere m anyị, ekwela ka ndị ụwa jụọ anyị kelebe ka chi gị n'ụgba. anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu n'ịbụ sọ mma ịhụnanya gị na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o ịmakwa n'inwe gị mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o ise. And this morning, by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, we shall go ahead to our topic, which is simple, titled, If we allow ourselves to be beaten down for so long, our children will think that is the way of life. Quite a long topic, but then it suits the purpose. If we allow ourselves as the people of Biafra to be beaten down for so long, our children in time to come will think that that is the way of our life. The irony of the whole matter is that before our very eyes, our choice and opinion is being replaced without most of us noticing it. And if we continue to keep quiet and we remain on ground for so long, the next generation of Biafra will think that that is how it's supposed to be. I will start this morning by telling us a story about a true life event which occurred around 1904 to 1906, right there in America. A slave was kidnapped from Congo. Bunga was his name. He was flown down to America, a boy of about 12 years or 9 years old. He was taken to Bronx somewhere in Oregon in America and was kept in the zoo there. And then there were black in America already. And that begins to make us wonder why the Caucasian took a black boy from Congo and dumped him in the prison. This boy called Bongo was so brilliant. His knowledge amazes them. The Caucasians, out of inferiority complex that lead them to racism, felt a black child should not be that intelligent. They took him and kept him in the prison. As always, they fashioned a way to justify their action. And they said that Bongo was not of the race of black, but Bongo was another family or class of ape. That Bongo is almost 30 years old. But it looks like he can reason in between the human and the apes. With this, they justified themselves, concocted a lot of law to enable them use Bongo as an animal. He was kept in the prison, or rather in the zoo, in Oregon, America. And there he stayed. And every day, thousands of people come in to look at Bongo, a child of about 12 years. And that was during the time of President Roosevelt of America. Thousands of people on daily basis come to look at a new form of ape. Bongo never knew what is happening. They kept him in a cage beside the chimpanzees and the monkey. With time, Bongo got used to the zoo. He has accepted that zoo as his home. But you know, I told somebody yesterday, the difference between animal and human is that animals are programmed. They are meant to live by instincts. That is why a dog in America behaves the same way like a dog in Africa. That is why a tiger in China behaves the same way like a tiger somewhere in Arab nation. Because they are programmed by instincts. Only animals behave that way. But human being has the ability to reason. They are not programmed. That is why certainly we do not behave the same way. We all fashion how we behave. And so as time goes on, Bongo mind began to develop. He understands he's certainly not an ape and does not belong to the animal class. He became irrational in his behavior. And with time, they removed Bongo from that cage and let him open to walk free within the zoo compound. Millions of people tripping there to look at Bongo. I am telling you, our blessed land of America, what they did. And then Bongo, as you know, noticed that something was wrong. He was not happy. He wanted to go back to his cage where he lived with monkeys and babu, because somewhere along the line, he sees that place as a home. He was not comfortable in his new environment and artificial freedom, because people could touch him, want to examine him. This is an African child. And then Bongo, as always, begin to develop defense mechanism. He don't want them touching him like animal. They were embarrassing him, of course. He was humiliated and dehumanized. But this boy was growing up. Until he started biting those who kept him. Those people who take care of him in the zoo. He became harsh. And then they have to build another prison inside the zoo to withhold him. A man of God then rose up and began to write petition. Christians at that time gathered and began to write petition against the Americans. But their petition did not go anywhere, because in one of the days where they planned to come and deliver that letter and that speech in that very zoo, a day where over 22,000 men, American men and women, were to watch African child display like an ape in their zoo. President Roosevelt himself was there. And so they were dumbfounded. He came. President Roosevelt of America came to look at this boy. A 12 or 9 years old Congo boy, which they later changed to his name to Pygmy and said he's another family of ape. He's almost 30 years or 50 years. He refused to develop. All this were to justify what they were doing. But with time, they made effort to save this boy. But Bongo understand that he is not an animal. A lot of things were said which I will want to cut short. But after many years, at about 1906, because of pressure and people of conscience, Bongo was left out of the zoo, because Bongo knew he's not an animal. Of course, he's the picture of a boy, a young boy, put in a cage you see on social media. And Caucasian children are using him to do experiments. To them, it's their dog, it's their monkey and babu. Their father bought it for them. I know where I'm going to this morning. And then in 1906, Bongo was freed, and handed over to the black community. Bongo knew this black he saw here were nothing like those he met in Africa. Bongo wanted to dance, play around the moonlight. But these people have been dead for so long, they couldn't understand him. Bongo would not settle for less. He craved and cried for Africa. And just like that poet Mazisi Kunene, who said, Africa, my Africa, Africa of proud warriors in a central savannah, African of whom my grandmother sings of. I have never known you, but your blood flows in my vein. Your beautiful black blood that irrigates the feet. The blood of your sweat, the sweat of your work, the work of your slavery. Is it your weight that is bent under the weight of humiliation? He could not settle for long. He longed for Africa, the land of his birth. And every attempt to return to Africa proved abortive. Bongo made his last decision. It is better I die with dignity. It is better I die, that men and women will remember my ordeal this day, than to accept this alien culture. And Bongo made an attempt to run away where they kept him with other black children, because he couldn't fit in. It becomes a crime at that stage to fit in. And then Bongo hid in one of the flower around the compound there. And then he had a gun he picked somewhere. Before then, he shot himself in the head and Bongo died. Bongo understand, and the people at that time in America understand, that allowing Bongo to live as animal because Bongo is not their son will spell doom for the next generation of blacks. Everybody did what they could, what they can. But Bongo, at the end of the day, made a decision. Today, let me remind you, Biafrans, we have found ourselves in the same position. We have been placed in a cage called Nigeria. And every day they give different excuses why they must do to us what they are doing to us. And on a daily basis, we want to acclimatize by accepting this evil meted out against us. But I tell you, if we fail to resist, if we fail to fight back like Bongo, it will look to the next generation as if we are actually ape. Today, your scientists, today, your engineers, today, your intellectuals, today, your colonial masters would have a perfect record that among the blacks, there are some breed and tribes that stand in between the apes and the Homo sapiens. We remember Bongo this morning because he fought. And Biafrans must draw strength from this story of Bongo. And all of us, whether you are Biafran born in America, whether you are Biafran born in Europe, whether you are Biafran born in Saudi Arabia, whether you are Biafran born in Africa, this is the time we must rewrite the history for blacks across the globe. Today in our very life, the greatest time, it looks like it is all right to be president, vice president, until we are beaten down. As far as Nigeria is concerned, there were time our fathers dare not contest for president. The only thing they can drag for is to be vice president. They had their way. Unless Ekweme had his way, others in turn had their way. People could easily say, oh, now we have vice president. No, now we have vice president. Unquote, Igbo should be the vice president. Because they don't see themselves fit for president any longer. And it looked like the way of their life. But this is not the way of our life. They were beaten down. Before our very eyes, may I remind you that then we came to the stage when it looks like our position is to be Senate president. Until we were beaten down without notice. We had one Senate president to another Senate president, Ike Nwabara, to Adafosa Nwabara, to all of them. One Igbo Senate president to another, one Igbo Senate president to another. But like Bongo, they could not notice that they have been placed in a zoo where they will be beaten down. Today, I tell you, no Biafran politician can ever dare a Senate president because you have been beaten down to submission. You have accepted your fate that you are second-hand fiddle. So nobody is talking about Senate president. Before your very eyes, Yoruba and Hausa share it among themselves. But you cannot rise up and fight back like Bongo. Do you have the balls? Do you have the guts? Do you have what it takes to understand that you are being beaten down to submission? Let me remind you, there came a stage, there came a time, in fact, there were time we could come out openly and protest against any form of emasculation meted against us until we see it as if it is their right to emasculate us. Before now, our fathers before us could come out and register their displeasure before the global community and they will be heard. But look at how much they have beaten us down. We cannot even express ourselves, and that is why we have turned on this path that we are today. Because it become a treasonable felony, a treason for us to register our displeasure. We are not allowed to protest as Biafran in Nigeria. All these years we have been living in the prison of fear, like Bongo, locked up in the British cage located in West Africa called Nigeria. We can no longer speak up because they will kill us and they will give justificable reason why we have to be killed. They will tell you that we have committed a crime that we have not committed. And that is why this peaceful IPOB, this IPOB that is prepared by some of the greatest mind of the black homo sapiens that have walked on this earth, you call them terrorists. And yet your Fulani headsmen, your Miati Allah, your Boko Haram, your ISIS, your Lamido, Sanisu Lamido, and the governor of Nigeria and the military apparatus, which are terrorists, are working freely and even dining with most country leaders in the world. We have been beaten down, but yet we have not submitted. But believe me, the journey has just begun. This morning, I must remind Biafrans across the globe that, like Bongo, we must fight to the end. We must fight to the finish. Because if we do nothing about the situation we find ourselves today, they are coming to us to the extent that it will look as if it is their right to the next generation. I tell you, my brothers and sisters, they impose constitutions and policies upon us without consideration of our people. They are making law. They decide who live and who die. And if we accept them, the next generation will think that is how it is meant to be. We have accepted already that we are second-hand fiddle. We can be that intelligent. We can have all the degree in the world. We have accepted that we must work under our Safulani and the Yoruba. Our governor shows us this reason and evidence every day. Our monarch manifests this tendency on daily basis. And even those we hold in high esteem, the pastors and everybody, they made us believe that if you cannot beat them, you'll join them. But this morning I said we cannot join them. Instead of us to join them, and then let us embrace death itself and make it part of our bleeding heart. I must remind you, Biafrans, that they are working very hard to create impression to deceive our children. That they have the power to decide who governs our land, and before your very eyes, you can see them doing this. They are working very hard, I must tell you, to make you believe that they have the power and the right to decide who rules us. They decide who will rule Imo State who will be Imo State governor. They decide who will be the governor of Bayelsa. They are working to decide who rule Delta State. They are working hard to decide who rule you anywhere they want. And believe me, they will stop at nothing. And if we give them that privilege, very soon you will be going to beg them, please choose governor for us, please choose senator for us, please choose Igwe for us. They are doing it already, but just that we understand that it's not in their position to do that for us. Biafrans must stand up and do not let our children believe that this is how it is meant to be. May I remind you that today, as Biafran, the Nigerian state, they are busy introducing a native, forcefully inquiring of our land. They think it's their right to come and take our land. They are initiating method and pattern that will enable them to come out anywhere, anytime they like and take over our land. They want you to believe that is their right. Their right to take over our land. They are building tents in our villages. In our remote forests, they are building camp. They are equipping them with weapons of mass destruction. They want you to believe that it is their right. It is their right to take over our land. And some of our people are supporting them already. Some of our people think that that is how it's supposed to be. That is how it's supposed to be. But I tell you the truth. That is not how it's supposed to be. If we do not fight back against Nigeria, with time you will think that it is their right. Their right to come into our villages. Their right to come into our land and take over our land. My brother, I tell you the truth. As we speak to you, there is war already. But I call on you, wherever you are, to understand the reason why we behave the way we behave. To understand the reason why we shout every day, because there is war already. We must not allow them to beat us down into submission. But rather, like Bongo, we must all rise and choose death over Nigeria. And choose life in Biafra land than to live as slave here in Nigeria. To choose our life as free human, for from the very moment of our first breath, we were free. Without that, let me give you the words of Bob Marley. There is a war. I'll be back in a minute.
philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. War! The philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Well, everywhere is war. It's your war. Is of no more significance than the color of the size. I've got to say war here. And until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, this your war. But until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, and the rule of international morality, will remain but a fleeting illusion to be pursued, but never attained. Well, everywhere is war. It's your war in the east, war in the west, war up north, war down south. Hey, it is the war, a war. Boy, aromas of war. Yes, it is the war, a war. Boy, aromas of war. And until the ignoble and unheard regime that told our brothers in Zimbabwe, in a Zimbabwe now, anywhere in Africa, is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Well, everywhere is everywhere, everywhere, war in the east, come on, war in the west, live it out, war up north, war down south, yeah, this a war, boy, aromas of war, yes, this a war, boy, aromas of war, 'cause until that day, the African continent will not know peace. We Africans will fight, we find it necessary. We know we shall win. We are confident in the victory of good over evil, of good over evil, of good over evil. Well, everywhere is war. It's a war. 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 And it's a war. Oi, oi, a war. Oi, war. Oi, oi, a war. A war. Oi, oi, a war. Yeah, until that day, the African continent will not know peace, and we Africans will fight, we find it necessary. We know we shall win. You know, we are confident in the victory. Come on, man. Of good over evil. Yeah. Of good over evil. Of good over evil. Well, everywhere is. Everywhere is. Well, everywhere. Everywhere.
Yes, of course, until every man, every child, every African child is free from the colonial terrorists, there will be war. Until Biafra is allowed to go freely, Nigeria will see war. But this war is coming in a dimension, their heart is too tiny to conceive the truth. Our lines are open at this moment. Do not forget, first of all, that our leader will be coming on air few hours from now. At exactly 7 a.m. Biafran time, it's going to be an interactive session, he promised. Make sure your Skype ID is ready. Make sure your WhatsApp app is ready, because that is the two line that will be made available. And of course, my WhatsApp phone is misbehaving this morning. Keep trying it, but you may not be able to connect. But then I still give her the line. You are free to call any of this line this morning as we continue. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct number. And then this number for the female is open for everybody this morning. Is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614. And believe me, we must not allow ourselves to be beaten down to the extent that we cannot fight back again. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, my Lord. My name is Ginika. I'm calling from Enugu province
Good
of
morning
Biafra.
from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Biafra, all over the world. I thank God for our life. I thank God for how God have kept us alive in the land of the living to fight this battle once and for all. And I thank our leader for carrying those crosses for us, for bearing those burdens so that we may be free, for giving us this opportunity to know who we are once again. I told them that Biafra is in the blood. I told them that Biafra is not in the head, is not in anywhere. Biafra is in the blood. And there is no way you can be a Biafran blood and you will see all these atrocities. And you rather, instead of you to fight that Biafra, you will rather become afraid. For those who are afraid have woke up. But those who are not Biafran blood, because Biafra is a spirit, Biafra is in the blood. Those who are not, they have shown themselves. They have shown that they are not. And they will never ever fight for Biafra. And they will never even be afraid to hide and not to fight against Biafra. The Biafran blood cannot fight against Biafra. We have woken up. Our leader have woken us up. We have woken all the Biafras, all the brothers that have been fighting themselves have risen. Now they have come back together. The whole family have come together now to stand firm. We have been fighting. And our enemy has been taking our land. But now we know. We stand up. Those who do not know, they should listen to Radio Biafra. Those who do not understand, they should join IPOB so that they will understand. So that they will know whom they are. So that they will stop living like animals in the zoo. We are not the zoo. We do not resemble the zoo. They kept us. If not for the zoo, so many of us will not be in this level that we are. So many of us will not be let down this way. But because we do not know that we are kept in the zoo, we do not know so many things. We laugh at so many things because if you try, you thought you are among the animal. You say, okay, let's be doing things the way they do now. But sometimes you think, I'm so different with these people. Why is it that these people are not reasoning? They will ask you, who are you? Immediately they ask you, who are you? You shrink back. But now we have stand up. Now we know who we are. Now we know that we are daughters of Zion. We are daughters anointed, that the light is upon our head, and we will carry on until the end. We will fight until we get what belongs to us. I told them that I will not relent. They said, I die, I still rather I will die than to live in this zoo. I have already know who they are, that they are animals, that they can't be like a human being. And me that have the light in me, and I know that I have this light. How can I say to this the demonic people? No. Fight your battle. Amado fight all our battles and give us strength to fight on until we get what we want. Completely, nothing will be losing. We will get all of them. All our brothers, wherever they have chased them to all this part of this world, we will get them back to their senses, and they will know where they come from. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans like Bogo must choose not to settle for less. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead,
good morning,
please.
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please. Good morning.
Go. My name is Ike Chukwumayangwa. I'm a native of somebody from Infialangwa South. Did you hear me?
Go ahead, please. I don't like people asking me that question. Go ahead. If I'm not hearing you, I would have cut you off by now. Go ahead, please.
Don't be offended, please. I thank you now. They try, please. The whole thing so they do. We like them. We hear you people every time, more especially you. So you people don't make us to know that we are humans. Because after all school and everything, we became zero. We are nothing before Nigeria. So we thank you now, please.
Thank you very much. And of course, we are all in this together. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Biafrans across the globe must understand. If we allow them to beat us down for so long, our children will think that is how it's supposed to be. Believe me, that is not how it's supposed to be. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Call on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is Mazin Bam calling from Navy. Mazin Bam is from Ebony State in Z, precisely. Mazin, for your topic this morning, I'm very grateful to hear you once again, and I appreciate your work, and I appreciate our leader and our deputy leader for the day job they are doing. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers and sisters all over the world that the time has come. They will rise and up as a Biafrans so that we can achieve what we are here for. Because Mazinam Dekana has already given us the way and do the needful, has done his own job. Let Biafrans do his own job, because the Fulanis, the terrorists called Nigeria, has around our neck, but they cannot prevail. They cannot do anything because Chukwukika Biama is on our side. For this, I want to use this opportunity to enlighten my brothers and sisters in my village, in my dialect. Can I go on?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, man. Ndị Eza, ndị Ikwo, ọnwa nụnụ nwoke bụ Nwa Tibemba Wiboko from Ndezuki Bagizi, Akuno Otua. I say, all over the world, no Nigeria, no outside the country, a couple no Biko, no poor every day. Onyibe no lot son of the Zenyashi, Chimpri, of our own good. But of the Maka or Makando Fulani or Makando outside or sons of Makando, Gaeha, and Tihu and Banyao, Logeruaro. Fulani, you are a couple of Limegudo. Actually, one gave it up to us, he didn't want to give it up to Boya Gano Oko, other Jishio, and those who make the rally, or don't saw, or their Jilivichinek. Makawa today, John hand it together. Gani wetale and Biafra. Makale devil man, but devil man with agenda with the Fulani. Oh, Makale give me a chairman of Eastern Region Governor Forum. Out of the lawyer Kakashin, Makale give me a chairman of Eastern Governor Forum. Bugon Kejia Ebon State. Makiwa Machineke Debra Lono. Obroma kiwono beji da kuno lo tsa su nu tehu ezeko na iko iji nugbashi ogeruwaro no fuaru ndi gunu ni lebi goli le John iwe me o maka mara ndi ebo nke du formidable antara ya da zu before bole anya fugero zo le felo enyash tehule ngbanya azo no John atugeda ga nweta ali abi Biafra ko fo odra nge maka nwa ekele o nwere makporo no tsa so odro ni kule mado yen tale madu no John mazinam de kanu tagbahi angba. We support wire. Thank you, Onyibe.
Thank
God
you
very much.
We must continue.
Thank you.
Our leaders and politicians believe that before they can be relevant, they have to go to Sukutu. They have to go and pay allegiance to one Alamajiri because they have been beaten down for so long. The next generation must not allow this to happen. We must resist them to the end. Are you there, caller on the line? Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Onyibe, don't you cook Kabi Amaderege? Then do the foot cook Kabi Amaderege. Holy, holy, holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, 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 holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Nnamdi means to quote Kabiama is alive. Kamanos means Amadoha. We are resolute. We are Biafra. We are not afraid of any thought, whether you are America, whether you are Japan, whether you are China, whether you are in the communist. We are a people, a race, and we all know it's not to any apology to restore our nation back. You fought our ancestors 1967. You brought war into our land. You massacred our people. And now this is another generation, and you are telling us that we are slaves in this planet Earth. Are you mad? Biafrans all over the world respect themselves. Even in America, we have the best scientists. We have the best professors. Can't Trump see you people there? All over the whole world, we are there. Do you want the whole world to shut up? Look, let me tell you, my beloved, I still respect you because I know you are a resolute man. My beloved father, Donald Trump. Do the needful. We are people who should stop feeding from our misery. The power for this world to exist is upon your head, Donald Trump. The power for this world to be shut down is in your hand. Respect yourself. That power has been established upon you. Declare them. Don't send one soldier. Don't send one soldier. Just stay in America. Declare them and leave the rest for us. You see this Taliban. You see the Hausa in Yoruba. If you people know what is coming, you will just allow them. You will just call our leader to Boda and tell him take your Biafra and go there. Because if this thing comes out of war, we will make sure we drive all of you people out of that. You say we don't have land. You want to come and take our land. in this present generation. Do you know who Biafra is? All the blessed Biafra can have done no quarter war. To put it, no more. Why, madam? On when they go what you do, or who forget to put cabin as you call. Who are you for more? Or Prabu, or Bobo, or Temple. We will not. Thank you very
much. We must continue. Thank you very much. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Are you still there? We must continue. Most of our elders, as they call themselves, most of our youth think that selling our land or conspiring with the Nigerian traitors, Nigerian state, to misplace us, it's our way of life. Believe me, it is not. If we remain so down for a very long time, we will think that is how we used to stay, but it's not. Caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Where are you calling from? Go ahead. Good morning from here.
Good morning, George Onyibe. Good morning, George Onyibe.
Go ahead, please, and I will advise you to turn down the volume of your radio set.
George Onyibe,
that is what some people do. When they call you, they keep listening to their radio. Honestly, I look a little bit impatient for that. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir. My name is Ayas.
Go ahead, please.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, please. Of course, when they call, they are waiting to hear themselves from their radio, and that is the problem. Are you there, caller on the line?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
It's calling from Ava. I feel your pain. Most of the times I ask myself, do you actually eat because of the pains you're going through? Our God, our leader, Mazinam Dekalo, does he actually eat? Our hearts are filled with pains because of what we are going through. How come a whole Biafra, blessed people, are second? Most of the times I do ask myself, have we ever seen our people demanding for presidency? Each time it is vice president. Can't we ever be president? Yet, after all said and done, we are nowhere. Meanwhile, we are the best. Meanwhile, we are the most blessed people on earth. What is happening to us? I want to say thank you so much. Thank you to our able leader. Those of you have come to open our eyes. Otherwise, our children will think that is the way. I'm so grateful. So last night we talked about why our people should keep quiet. Why ministers like us should keep quiet, and we are being murdered every day. Nothing is happening. Nobody is talking. It is actually heartbreaking. And we are killed every day. And ministers are supposed to defend us are looking the other way. Please, God bless you and bless our leader who has come to waking us up to know we are not second, we are first. We are not the last, we are the first. We are not nobody, we are somebody, we are great people. And that is why everyone doesn't want us to be. And by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiyama, we shall be. Mazi, God bless you, strengthen you, bless your wife, who has actually understood the reason why you are and she is supporting you. Bless the wife of Fernande Carlo. I know too she is not finding it easy. May God bless her. These women who have decided to support, to make sure Biafra comes and we are free. Our children are free. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. We must continue. Everybody must understand. We cannot afford to allow our children think this is who we are. in our heart is planted eternity. The British government could see the scope of every structure within us. The Nigerian state, Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani, they see it and they envy us. And out of jealousy, they say we cannot emerge. And if you are listening to me, any idiot tell you Yorubas are intellectual, you know the person hates you. Look at the person in the face and know they hate you. They tell you Hausas are born to rule. No, that are the real enemy. For indeed, eternity is planted in the heart of Biafra. There is a conspiracy against us as a people from the global community, because in Africa, in Biafra, African died. In Africa and blacks on the face of the planet Earth will not be free until Biafra is free. Let me tell you, those of you who were sold as slaves, we knew what happened. Go by the theory they have fed you with. A time is coming. The walls they build against us is crushing. I can assure you that 90% of all of you came from the lions of our ancestors here in Biafra land. Because only Biafra women give birth to real men. This is one truth that must clinch to your heart. Our children and the next generation must understand we are not who they want you to think we are. We are not different kind of ape like Bongo, who was actually nicknamed Pygmies of Congo. This was a 12-year-old boy. They want you to believe, no, it's in between the Homo sapiens and the ape. This is not true. We are not in between any black race. We have nobility and royalty running in our blood. How then can the son of a king be walking and the son of a slave ride on horse? This is one thing we cannot accept. We don't just fight for equality, but we are fighting for equity as well. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Chuku Yukeria from Isalamban in Onyibe province, Biafra land. May God bless you. May your family. May God bless my deputy leader, my Bishop and his family. May God bless our of their friends. Not and the IPOB. The time they thought they have beaten us, their neck, their pain on our neck. Thank God for sending us these great men that made us to breathe once more again, to know where we are and where we are coming from. And from knowing where we are coming from, we will know where we are going to, and we are going to get our land. My dear, they have beaten our leaders, our so-called elders to stupor, that they thought. They told us that this is the way of our life, that we must go to Sokoto before we become somebody. That industries are not good in our land. They close all our factories. For breweries, our shoe everything that concerns us, they close it. Our airport, our no road, nothing. We thought is the way of life. We thought that we can only see a road when we go to Lagos or when we go to Abuja. But blessed be also the name of the Most High God, who does not allow them to make us fighting land of China. Then I now call on all over the world. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Do not listen to these blood shocking demons that we call themselves elders, that are alive, watching their land being sold. They say that we don't have respect, that our forefathers did not do like this. Then I now ask some of the elders that are saying all this thing. Did their forefathers betray you? That you believe this elder they are talking. They didn't betray you, and that is why they have their respect. Respect is a reciprocal. Respect is a reciprocal. When you respect yourself, somebody else will respect you. When you are there sitting there and you are an elder sat there and allow an goat to give birth in his cause, that elder deserves no respect. Then some of our ministers, our church ministers, they are there. They skill their
Church of Adiboye. They cut off her head. There's no treatment. Nothing. They do if it is a chicken. And since then, Christians are no. What the second early went is a 50 billion naira of a line sliding next. They are our enemy. A great mistake. So rise up now. Battle for once and for all, because they said that cowards die many times before their death. But brave takes it over the war. Let us be brave and take this war and for all and live forever, so that our children will not suffer what we suffered. Look at it, we suffered more than our father. And do you think that our children are not going to suffer more than us? God forbid. We must do this thing, even with our blood. We are ready to do it. No matter what it will cost us, we must do it and get us from this hand of this blood-sucking demon. People without conscience. People that love them more than themselves. People that don't like good things. People that are full of hatred, envy, jealous, and wickedness. We cannot deal with them. So the best thing is for them to separate peacefully, or they will suffer. They will suffer more than we have suffered. They will be disgraced all over the world. If Nigeria refuses to let Biafra, they will be worse shit. People who see them will sigh. They will be a hidden thing. It will be like a proverb. It is better to do the needful, because not allow them to do the needful. They will wait and crush. So all eminent Biafra, rise up. Let us do this. Join IPOB wherever you are. Yes, the money you are receiving now, you are receiving nothing in that money, and your children will be in trouble tomorrow. So rise up, forget about that peanut they are giving you. Rise up, let us fight and take our what belongs to us. God bless you, and God bless IPOB. God bless my leader. God bless my deputy leader, and God bless all that are working earnestly for the restoration of Biafra. God bless my national. I say, may Elohim be our guide. In the name of Chukwuka Demahat.
You see. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Onyibe, our Ibu African rep.
Nanekere.
Go
ahead, please.
Yeah. So really, I don't really know the topic you are on it now, but I want to use this opportunity to talk to my people over there. So, my brothers and sisters, Nde Agbo, Ndeka, Amano Neonule, we all city defense. Deno Meleka Sene Unheli Mani. Umunemi kone meno emani wonyi ka iwoya lioma iwoya gbo okwale owaliro fie idumesa ute utokpo utalio he owolo bon ebelebele onore onora lulum de li kone da ba IPOB because yanda Hausa kwade makike na arma. Uno suppose iroro no suppose ero ni kike no ne ono wejo le hono ono jago le ho horin o le horon pack ni lokada uno weje no uno are ahorun after saying and done nothing so munen kakamani ebelebele no rele jeni da ba IPOB Jenny da by IPOB China ebele each other self for e radio no at least unu wanu kwere radio no no po unu ka weke unu link unu gibaye antu Europe ebe na ira ponu le ponu popopo won ya po ani unu feel less concerned no mu here many ulo unu re izugama alele ma ebe na atun ndi osari kwe bikwa ndị Fulani ndị Agwe banza bokwe wele bie were ụlọ egbu nkwa ha ọmụ so dodo ne ndị ka alele na atọ ndị Igbo so ihe na-ele okwu ndị Igbo ihe na okwu ile ndị Biafra ya mani Uyuno Manushi, Nua Disibwen, Wemame Sua Lendigbo, Unwemen now, Oyo Okundi, no. Okwenyi Dodoni, Ebelebo Nurila, Unure Italio, Osrao, Jamnio, Ebele Unurile, Muan, Puane Mane, Egwirole, Goga Kumale. So, yeah, Anton Guano. So, let me go on English. So, in terms of this thing we are talking about, the world is keeping quiet. They feel maybe we are joking. Please, we need Biafra. We don't need Nigeria anymore. What we need is Biafra. The world should look into this matter because the way it's going now, we cannot bear it anymore. They should leave us alone. Zoo should go their way. We are Biafra. We are not zoo. Me that is talking now from coastal region Biafra land. I'm not a zoo. Zoo should go on its way. You understand? So that is what I want to deliberate on it this morning. For me to my name is George Emeke from Owaliro, Delta State. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Go ahead, please.
I want to use this opportunity to thank my able leader, Nnamdi Okukano, and Mazu Techukudmefo, our deputy leader, and you, Mazu Onyibe, and Biafra Lab coordinator, Mazu Kechuku. And I'm not forgetting to tell my name. My name is Mazu Chintuaru Ngogwe, coordinator by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiam. I'm from Ugunabo local government. Ugunabo local government in Abia State, Biafra land. I'm using this great opportunity to analyze or to emphasize what is happening in our land or to encourage our people. Onyibe, permit me to use my language, my dialect to talk to my people.
Go ahead.
Okay. And the kind in Dokama now. Abunu Moko, Chintuaru Ngogwe. Edmo Ramada Gun Maka Osa Deba, Makanguno wine, La Biafra. Ode Mandem Wohen, Nade to Heneto. I have Runde Ishi, there on daughter. Mane Ade Fendo, Anyu Fufu, Anyagi with a Hendura Anyaka. Admi Gunu, Mazenam de Okukano, Mafafara, Mbo, Moses Kebu Anyumune, Onyakine Kenjikwa, Esbon Holo, Onyon Hokrano, Alain Nalanya, Onyalaga Polano, Bodoli and Diti, Tegahula, Hine, Nombi Jimani, Lahani, Lady, Jigita Pahani, then a Tani Yato, Odepanoma, Matano Lahuya, Adababuya Debu. Ndọchị chinchigbu nnọnụ anyị nwe ohere ọma anyị ga-eji mesa ahụ n'ozi ụzọ anyị enyetụkwa anyị ihe ala anyị adịkwa eji ede egbukwa ụmụnne anyị ọ dịghị mma na mda egwu na mgbọtụtụ a mbụ unu fụta ka anyị mgbakọta aka nye ọma mere ya agba ụfụfụ anyị jikọtakwa n'aka anyị atụfuo abụrụmba mbụ ndị Fulani na-ejulu obodo anyị ndị herdsmen ndị mieti anla anyị tụfuelu ọhịa anyị niile ndị iche iche hapụ ide anụ anyị nụ bilion ya dịka ọ bụ ego agaghị egwu agwụ ọ bụ ihe nyetụrụ anyị enyetụ ọ dịkwanụ mma mmadụ ire nwanna ya ma ọ ga-abụ ire nwanne ya ma ọ ga-abụ mede nwanna ya n'ihi imede nwanne echikwa agawe chọrọ ụbịa gbuo ohu nakọta ahụ ha niile anyị nwere abụghị m ndị egwu nla mgbọtụtụ ndị ọsụ mere ndị ugwu na-agbọ ndị ngwa niile unu hafụrụ adịghị anyị ji gọvanọ eme ọ dịghị anyị ji prezidenti eme ọ dịghị anyị ji vice president eme ọ dị uru sinetọ anyị ga-enọ na Naịjirịa m ga-ebara anyị ka anyị gwe ha aka anyị ụmụ anyị aga skuul fri ụmụ anyị aga akwụkwọ fri anyị enweta ahụ anyị la aka fri anyị nọkọ na-eweta ha ewetara ala anyị egwere enye ndị oke mmadụ nri ndị oke mmadụ anọ ka nka kazuo nka anyị rie ihe ihe ala nna anyị labụ ka gide nyetu anyị nyetu anọgide abịa gbuo anyị gbusi anyị na-enweghị isi ọdụ ọbịa ihe nsị na-emetụ olu mmara taa adịghị ama ama n'ihi na mmiri na nga esuo ọsụọ ọ ga-eme onye ukwu ma onye nta ma o mefụdụla izu ọ ga-emela ọnwa unu gwefe akwụla ahụ ndị IPOB nwa ọbụla ahụrụ na ada achụgharịwe denyarị false information ka bịa bụrụ ndị IPOB mmiri na ngadi idowo odo ọ ga-emado onye ukwu ya ma onye nta abụrụ ọsọ naanị otu onye ọ bụ ọsọ ọhaneze abụghị nsị na-emetụ olu mmara ụbọchị taa ọ bụ unu nwoke ndị egwu unu n'ihi ịhụnanya nha anyị nwere na ṅụnụ ndị ụzọ mghe ọnụ onye ọbụla ịbata na IPOB n'otu ụzọ anyị nwere nnụ ọha road adịghị mma ụgbọhịa road adịghị mma ngwa road adịghị mma Port Harcourt road adịghị mma express adịghị mma dịka maazị Onyibe ndịkwa ikwu ya East West road Imo River briji niile adịka adị wubi ọha mbụ ha ji ihe njela ala anyị ugwu awụsa wa adịcha mma ogwe anya abụrụ ndị nweghe mana anyị anọdụ ata ahụ dagarịsụkwa anyị nweta helu ubi anya ya kwa ivute ya ga-ahịarị abụghịtụmemetụnumela mgbe ụtụtụ a Maazị Onyibe, I thank you for this very great opportunity you have given to me to tell my people. Please, Chukwuka will guide you people. Nothing will harm you, nothing will hurt you people, and nothing will hurt any IPOB member this very time. I know that we are on injury hour. May Chukwuka continue to guide us and bless each and every one of IPOB members in Chukwuka name, I pray. He said.
Thank you very much. And of course, like I said earlier, our leader will be coming on this morning at exactly 7 a.m. Biafran time. Make sure your phone, your Android phone is connected to your WhatsApp app as well as Sky app. Of course, he will announce the number at that very time. I will take one more call and then I will sign up on this very segment. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Yes, of course, Zoo Epileptic Network. At this moment, I will be rounding up a little bit early to enable you have a good rest while we wait for our leader on his interactive section. Emergency brokers, I must tell you. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. That having been said, I want to remind us, don't let them make you feel that where we are now is where we used to be or where we belong. The Yoruba, the Hausa create the impression on their next generation that they are born to rule us. This is a lie. They cannot stand us in any way. Academically, morally, spiritually, socially, or otherwise, they cannot stand us. I do not say it for us to brag about it. That is not our intention. We understand that when an eagle move with a chicken for so long, the eagle will think it's a chicken, and my people will say, we can't allow this to happen. We are who we are. We are Biafrans, and believe me, when it comes to this issue, we will not apologize. As you go about your lawful business, I say have a wonderful and pleasant day ahead of thee. Ahead of you, of course. Udo derende cho udo, nde wonu. Nde wonu.
I think it's time to lay it all out. Can I hear my snare drum?
Yeah, I keep it rolling, sis. I'm on it.
That's okay, thank you. Check your man. Miss Summer on this. Walking down the miles in the long journey. Yeah, people said we are nobody, but we know certainly we are somebody. Yeah, time is so hard. These days are like nights, yet we struggle hard to see we get to the light. Like brothers and sisters, we join our hands to work hard. Yeah, and we are making sure that we get to the promised land, a land of milk and honey that is costlier and worth more than gold and money. We are making sure that we get out of this jungle and the little quirky cabia, my sisters true. No matter how deep the ocean, we will swim through and tell you words cannot explain all we have gone through. In the hands of the enemies, suing the government, Biafran blood, has true with love. But we have Chukwuka Kabiyama, nothing goes wrong. Blacks rules everything around me, and it's pound in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Yeah, freedom Freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. We bear from blood, we never give up in this struggle. We are aiming high up. We are smart and fast, and the miss can't catch up. Yes, we know what we want, so we keep our pace up. Listen, we can't demand for what is not ours. Biafra is a land, and for sure is ours. That's why I'm proud to say I'm a Biafran blood. I'm a Biafran. Biafra is blessed, Biafra is great. Cause Chukwu Kikabiama has approved it himself. You see, Nigeria glooms while Biafra blooms. Biafra is an ideology, and there is no way that you can kill an ideology. We set up Biafrans of Biafra flowing in the blood through our veins, and all the efforts of our enemies to stop us has all been in vain. Cause we are the chosen ones. Yeah, blacks rules everything around me, and it's
You're listening to Radio
Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. I apologize if it hurts you, but that's the truth. A Sunday wind.